Uyazi namhlanje ngihleli la iy'ngane zami ziyanginesa kodwa ke into ebalulekile nje kakhulu engiyicabangayo ukuthi
New day, new drama in South Africa. According to new reports, Musa Mseleku allegedly reveals why he will never marry a woman with a big backside. Please like this video as you watch. Musa Mseleku, one of South Africa's most talked about polygamists and reality television stars, is no stranger to controversy. Known for his hit show Athondo Nesthembu and his unapologetic views on love, marriage, and family life, he has built a reputation as a man who does not sugarcoat his opinions. Over the years, he has shared thoughts on topics ranging from the emotional challenges of polygamy to the moral values he expects from a partner. Now, according to whispers making the rounds on social media and entertainment gossip blogs, Mseleku is said to have revealed an unusually specific personal preference, and it's one that has left many people stunned. The rumor claims that Mseleku allegedly stated he would never marry a woman with a large backside. While the alleged statement has not been officially confirmed by the businessman himself, it has already generated heated conversations and countless online debates. Fans, critics, and even casual observers are weighing in, questioning what this reveals about his personal tastes, his views on women, and how society reacts to physical preferences in relationships. This claim is particularly interesting because in many African cultures, and indeed in popular global beauty trends, curvaceous figures are often celebrated, with fuller hips and prominent backsides being widely considered a sign of attractiveness and femininity. Mseleku's supposed rejection of this common beauty standard has, therefore, become even more intriguing to the public, sparking both amusement and outrage. It is not unusual for Mseleku to be at the center of conversations about gender, relationships, and physical appearance. His position as a polygamist who openly discusses his relationship dynamics has made him a magnet for both admiration and criticism. In previous interviews, he has emphasized that he values qualities like respect, cultural grounding, and emotional maturity over physical traits when choosing a partner. This alleged remark about avoiding women with large backsides seems, at first glance, to be a purely physical judgment. Yet those who know his outspoken nature suspect there might be deeper reasoning behind it. According to gossip sources, Mseleku supposedly explained that this preference was not simply about physical appearance. Instead, he is rumored to believe that a partner with a large backside could attract excessive attention in public, especially in a world dominated by social media, where body-focused content can easily go viral. In his view, such attention might create unnecessary distractions or tensions within his household, particularly given the already delicate balance required to manage multiple marriages. Some unverified reports also claim that he linked his feelings to the values he was raised with. In his cultural upbringing, choosing a life partner was not primarily about physical allure, but about character, family reputation, and the ability to uphold the responsibilities of marriage. Beauty, while appreciated, was considered secondary to moral values, compatibility, and the willingness to contribute to the stability of the family. Once the alleged comments hit online platforms, the public reaction was as divided as it was passionate. Social media timelines lit up with posts dissecting and mocking the claim. Supporters of Mseleku argued that everyone is entitled to their own tastes when it comes to relationships. To them, saying he does not prefer a particular body type is no different from someone preferring tall partners over short ones or slim partners over muscular ones. Critics, however, saw things differently. Many accused him of promoting body shaming, suggesting that his words could feed into harmful insecurities among women whose bodies do not align with his preference. For these critics, the issue was not his personal taste but the fact that, as a public figure, his words carry weight and influence. They argued that when influential people speak negatively about certain body types, it can reinforce societal pressures that dictate how women should look. And then there was the lighter side, those who responded with humor. Memes flooded Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, playfully exaggerating the rumor. Some joked that women applying to be his next wife might start submitting body measurements to prove they fit his supposed criteria. Others teased that perhaps this preference had less to do with practicality and more to do with avoiding competition for attention. Looking beyond the gossip, the discussion touches on a much broader cultural theme: the the tension between personal preference and public perception. In African society, where curves are often celebrated and associated with health, fertility, and beauty, a comment like this naturally stands out. It runs counter to a dominant narrative, which is perhaps why it gains so much attention so quickly. Yet, if one considers Mseleku's long-standing philosophy on marriage, his alleged statement fits into his broader worldview. Time and again, he has explained that his ideal partner is not simply someone who looks good on his arm, but someone who contributes meaningfully to the family's growth. In his mind, beauty fades, but character and values endure. In the polygamous structure he manages, each wife is expected to bring unique strengths, be it wisdom, compassion, leadership, or cultural knowledge. While attraction plays a role in his relationships, it is not the cornerstone. Still, there is a question worth asking. Should public figures avoid making statements about physical preferences, even if they are harmless in intent? For many, the answer depends on the way the statement is delivered. In private conversation, such remarks may pass without incident. But in a public setting, especially for someone like Mseleku whose life is under constant scrutiny, they can easily become headline material, shaping how people view both the speaker and those the statement describes. The frenzy around this alleged preference may fade over time, as most gossip eventually does. However, it has left behind a lasting conversation about the complex relationship between personal choice, cultural ideals, and the responsibility that comes with influence. Whether or not Mseleku ever confirms or denies the remark, it has already entered the public imagination, adding another layer to the portrait of a man who is unapologetically himself, even when his views spark controversy. In the end, this story is less about the size of a woman's body and more about how we navigate the fine line between honesty and sensitivity in the modern world. Mseleku, whether intentionally or not, has once again reminded us that in the age of instant headlines and viral gossip, a single personal preference can ignite a nationwide debate. And in his case, that debate might just be as much about cultural identity as it is about attraction. Thank you for watching this video.